So we know the Ahhh's at 12. I'm going to do a solo, get off, get right back on, rewind it to 12, and just start scratching. Last one. Last one. Nice. Nice. Good job. A lot of improvement, dude. Compared to what you were doing yesterday, way more control. Good stuff. And it's not like you even have turntables here to practice.
Yeah,
that's the impressive thing.
The sound in my head.
Yeah, that's the thing that impresses me the most. I think when you go home,
I'm with my set.
oh my God, you're gonna improve even more. So now we have an idea of the speed, coordination it takes to execute the stab scratch on the right. The right turntable is your strong hand.
Yeah.
So now we need to practice on our weak hand. For me, I consider my weak hand my right because I struggle to dominate the fader with my left hand.
I see. Okay.
Whereas with my right, it's easier for me to dominate the fader. So I'm actually more fluent in scratching on my left side, on the left turntable, because it's just easier for me to manipulate the fader with my right hand. This is my weak side, but I pride myself in being balanced. And that's what today is about. Balance. Not that I'm expecting you to execute the same kind of stabs or even the same scratch techniques on your opposite side. I just want you to have balance.
To be able to
Switch up. Because eventually, when you start manipulating both turntables, when you start juggling, for example, you need the balance. You need to be able to dominate both sides of the turntable. And you're not going to achieve that balance just practicing on one side. So, we're just going to do forward release scratches. What makes it a forward release is the fader. This is actually a baby. The only difference is I'm not holding the record the whole time. I let the record go for the release and then pull back holding the record. So and you notice that my strokes get shorter the faster I go. You notice that?
Yeah.
Alright? Short strokes. That'll help you get back to the front in time to do the forward release again.
The mechanism.
Yeah. Let's try this. Give me this. need you to give me more consistency here. You see how each one sounds identical to the one before it? So you have to figure out what your hands are doing when it sounds clean and harness that energy and re-deliver the energy it took to get it as clean as you did it the time before. Re-harness that energy, channel it down your shoulders, through your bicep, through your forearm, down to your fingers, and do it again. So really try to focus on what's happening with your body, mostly with your limbs, okay? But try not to do that. It's your whole arm that's moving. You're not moving that fast, so there should be no reason why you lose control of where the sound's falling. Try to keep your movements strict on the record. So I release at 12 and I stop at about 12:10. And do the same thing over and over again. Release at 12, stop at 12:10. Release at 12, stop at 12:10. Release at 12, stop at 12:10. Try not to lose focus and release at 11:55 or release at 12, but you're letting it play out to 12:15 exactly. All right, be in control of what's happening on the record. Strict movements. Don't deviate from this area. Give me this.
Sometimes I have to try to forget what I know.
Right. Right. Your hand wants to kind of like
go
back to its comfort zone, and we're learning timing right now and precision and consistency. So it's not about winging it and moving your hand in a way that it's comfortable. It's about getting your hand to be accustomed to delivering a certain timing and staying true to that timing for the duration of your movements. Okay? It's interesting because on the right turntable, you were hanging with me on the stabs. Stabs are harder scratches than the forward releases that we're doing. You know what I mean? But you're not used to scratching on the left turntable.
I don't like sometimes I just mix and then focus on the right.
You focus on the right. We want to get more balance. And that's what this is about. It's a humbling experience because you see me moving like this and you're like, that's fucking easy. And then you get on and you're like, whoa, my hands are not coordinating. They're not working together to get the scratch out the way Rob does it. And that's just because you neglect your weak side. So balance is important, man, because eventually you're going to want to start beat juggling. And with beat juggling, you got to man both turntables. So the most simple scratch, the forward release. If you're not training your left hand properly, your left record hand, in your case, forget it. You're going to struggle doing it. And that's a scratch that's been out since like 1983. You know what I mean?
So sick.
So technically you should be able to do it like nothing.
Yeah.
But you haven't trained it as much. Let's see if we could speed up now.